What's up, everybody? How's it going? You know who it is right here. It is the JuggernutKing. That's right. I hope you guys are looking forward to February this month. I got a very special video for you guys today. I'm gonna be showing you guys how to play chess and miniature stories to go along with today's video. So let's get into the first little story that I got for you guys today right here. It looks like something in the middle of the night scratched me all through right here, because I'm pretty sure in the daytime, if somebody would have scratched me, I would have knew who it was, you know? So that it had to happen in the middle of the night. It was either a rat, could have been a cockroach, or a spider. That's the only thing I could have thought of right now. Or literally somebody got a knife and cut me right there with a knife. Imagine. But that would have been only suitable for Halloween, you know? That's what I'm thinking of right now. But I'm still like curious to what it was. It's a mystery, guys. If I find out, I'm gonna let you guys know in a future video, guys. I'm gonna show you guys a very special chessboard that has been with me for such a long time, since I was like a little kid. I can't give you guys an estimate as to when I got this chessboard, because I got this chessboard off of my uncle's eBay's account, and I gave him the 40 bucks so he can order for me, and then it came in through the mail. And to me now it's worth more than $40, because looking at it, it's like, oh damn, that thing's sick, you know? And I already tried to look on eBay to see if they still sell the same exact one, but I haven't even seen it for sale. But who knows how it is now, because I checked like about 3 weeks ago. But that's a whole different video if I want to get into it, you know? Yes. So now I'm gonna show you guys my very special chessboard that has been with me for more than 10 freaking years, man. And obviously you're gonna see like a defect right away when you see it, so don't judge it because it's old. It's not new, guys. So this is the very special chessboard that I have right here. It's gold and it's black. Now I'm gonna show you guys the unveiling of the chess pieces of this board, guys. They're within the box, you know? I'm gonna peel it backwards and you're gonna see them right now. All of these are the pieces right here that go to complete the board for chess. Oh, side little story right here. So it looks like this piece, when it was underneath my grandma's drawer, when I was leaving it there, it looks like someone went down there, started nibbling on chessboard, guys. Literally, look at it. The rat got to my chessboard. Well, like, crap, I can't do nothing about it. Obviously I can, like, I can paint it if I want, but then it might get messed up because there's like a lot of gold pieces and I don't want to like make it all black, you know? And so I was like, just leave it like that. It's okay. It makes for a funny little story. Okay, guys, so this right here is a quarter. I'm gonna be doing it heads or tails. See, heads or tails, and the gold one is gonna be for the heads and the tails is gonna be for the blue. So whatever lands on, you're gonna witness it right here. And we're only gonna use one for an example off of my end, okay? You're gonna see me lift it up little by little, okay? Leave it on the floor, lift it up. See that right there? It's heads. That's right, heads. Okay, so that's gold. I'm gonna start setting up the board right here, guys. Look at this. Okay, guys, we're back. So the pieces are all set up on how they're supposed to be right here off of my end, the last 2 rows. So I got 2 little stories for you guys right here. I'm gonna show you guys the first one. When I first got the chessboard, I wanted to play with my half brother, and so we did, you know? And so he actually like dropped the piece by accident and he broke off the little guy's ponytail right here. That's supposed to be it, versus like this one. See how this one has it and this one doesn't? Yeah, but he broke that one. And this is the one I can't figure out who did this. In my house, someone borrowed my chessboard, right? And so, because it's a sick board, you know, to play chess on, this one doesn't have a freaking head. Someone literally got the head of the pawn and broke it and didn't even put it back inside the chess box, because otherwise it would have been right there. And knowing me, I would have tried to glue it back on, but now I'm gonna be paranoid for life because the little head is not on the guy. I would have put some crazy glue and put it on right there, because it's literally what I did for one of the pieces over there back like when I was younger, you know? So yes, let's get into this right here. So we're gonna start off with the pawn. That's gonna be this one. These are all of the pawns, the ones that you see in the front. So we're gonna start off with this one because this one's like more easy for me to grab since I'm on the side. So the pawns can only go 1 space or 2 spaces. When you're just starting off the game, you can only do 1 or 2. Either one you want, you know? 1, 2, when it's your turn, that is. Put them back. And once you do your first move, if you did 2 moves already to begin with, like how I did right here, you can only go 1 space at a time until you reach the end of the board. Let me give you a better example. Not that one. Like for this one, pawn, which is pretty hard because usually when you play chess with somebody who's good, they don't let you get to the end of the board and let you get something special. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 moves, well, 5 technically if you wanted to be technical with 2 spaces. Once he's at the end of the board, at the last row, you can literally get any piece you want right here, guys, that you lost in battle. It could either be the queen, the rook, the bishop, the knight. That's his main move for moving. Now, we're gonna get into attacking. Let's say you have another pawn that's in front of you. You can't attack because obviously he's in the front, right? So we're gonna give you a good example right here. You're gonna see this live, and I'm gonna bring out a little blue piece so you can see him eat that piece, guys. Another pawn, or it can be like a queen, any piece, as long as they're on the side. You'll see right now, guys. So right now you're gonna be looking at the iPhone camera. This is gonna be mainly for that view. Right now, all the pieces are where they need to be with already taking the turns, that is. So this piece right here and this other piece, because they're both pawns, are stuck in deadlock. They cannot move anymore because one is in front of the other, unless, let's say there's a pawn right over here to the right or to the left. This pawn that's mine can eat this pawn that's on the side of him. See, like that. Let's say it's your turn, you know, you want to eat that piece, or if he's on the side, you can eat him too. See, like that, to the side. That's mainly what the pawn does for eating. Now we're gonna show you guys another example right here with the rook. Yes, the castle, I call him the castle. Look at him. So let's say somebody's in front of him, he's all the way at the end. You know how the pawn was, you can't even do it all the way because you can only do one piece at a time, but the rook can go all the way to the end of the board and kill the piece that he wants if it's a good move to do. You gotta analyze your pieces, where they're at, what could happen to you, you know. Once the other side gets your piece, it's over, you know. You're gonna have to wait to get a pawn at the end of the board to get another rook. Now, I'm gonna give you guys a different example. Look at this. So let's say the pawn is actually over here. He managed to get all the way to the middle of the board, and let's just say my rook was all the way on the side, okay? So let's say this side was like, hey, there's nobody defending this rook if I land on this piece. Okay, cool, because usually there's a bishop right there looking at him from right here, and if you eat this piece, he's gonna eat your rook. So you can literally slide all the way and take the piece, and the opponent has one less piece that he can use to beat you with, you know, because every piece counts, literally. So that's already for the rook. He can go forward, right, put it right here, backwards, to the left, or to the right, all the way, guys. There's no limit for this guy. Not sideways, by the way. You can't be going sideways like that. Only left, right, forward, or backwards, all the way. That's it for the little castle. Now we got the knight, the horse, I call him. You count your own space. You can go 1, 2, 3, and then also you can go forward. That makes an L. Or you can go backwards. See, 1, 2, 3, slide backwards or forward. Or you can go forward, 1, 2, 3, left, right. You can go backwards, 1, 2, 3, left. Eat the pieces that are right there, you know. Now we got a sick character right here, guys. We got a sick bishop, and he can only move in his colors. So I'm gonna give you a great example right here, guys. Look at this. We've got a pawn right here, right? Let's say he's right here on the corner where he originally started. He's right here on the black piece. My bishop's right here on the black piece. This character that you see right here, he only moves within his color. So he only moves to the side, and you can eat him up, see? Like that. Or he can move to the left if anybody was over there. Those are the main moves. You can still go backwards with this piece. It's hard for our pieces to go all the way and then come all the way back, you know? So let's say there was a king or a rook or another, any piece, you know, he usually can go backwards in his color only, or to the left or right. That's for the bishop. This is the queen for my chessboard. So the queen, everybody's favorite. Let's say you're gonna put him anywhere. Let's just say queen is pretty diverse. We're gonna put him over here in the corner. This will usually never happen, but I'm just making this up for the video. Let's just say you wanted to kill the pawn. He's all the way in the corner of the board. She literally has the bishop's move and the rook's move all together in one piece, you know? And she can literally slide all the way, either direction, left, right, backwards, forward, you know? Any way that you want it. Let me go ahead and show you guys a great example. Look at this. Slide forward, slide backwards. You can go sideways, 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 sideways. Best piece in chess. Don't let anybody tell you that she's not, unless they're really thinking about the game and they're gonna say, hey, it's the king because he's the one. If you lose, you actually lose the game, literally. Okay, that's it for the queen, guys. And for the last piece, we got the king. And so this guy, he can only move one space. So you gotta be pretty accurate in your moves, guys. You gotta be very careful. And so right here, let's say you got a pawn. This is already checkmate. If you're looking at that phone camera, that is. You gotta make sure you eat the rook, guys. He can only move anywhere around him, like a little square. He can only move forward, sideways, to the side, you know, right, like right there, backwards, right here, right over here, any piece. But you just gotta make sure he never gets that far into the board, because that's literally where there's hell. Because if he gets to the front of the board and your pieces are in the back, or in the front that is, he's gonna get real caged up, because this is where the enemies are at, guys. Right now it's pretty empty because there's no pieces right now, but if you're in a real game, don't move your king that much, I say, because he's gonna get in a situation and you're not even safe, I would say, unless you have your pieces literally protecting him. And remember, you try to get the king off of their end so they lose. There you have it right there, guys, how to play chess. I hope that wasn't hard. There's not that many moves to do. You only got a couple pieces. You only got the pawn, bishop, rook, knight, queen, and king. Last two stories right here relating chess. So the reason why I got into chess was like when I was in 5th grade, so vividly. I can really picture it if I were to put it out like in a movie, you know, the whole play, how I went about. It's so vivid. It's so in my head, you know. I asked my teacher, I'm gonna call him Mr. P for this video. I was 5th grade. Everybody went outside recess, you know, and I was like, I'm gonna stay inside. And so, can I stay in here? And he's like, yeah. I was looking around the room. It was just me and him in there, looking at the books, looking inside the back right there. And I was like, hey, you got a checkers board. But this checkers board was not like this one. You could fold it in half. That one was cool. I was like, what is this? Because you couldn't see this yet. I found out it was a checkers board when I opened it up, but it's not a checkers board. It was a chess board because it had chess pieces inside, like this one, but it was half, you know, folded together, like this thick, you know. And I was like, hey, what is this? And he's like, oh, that's a chess board. And I'm like, chess? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, how do you play this, you know? And since I was in 5th grade, I was like, hey, let's learn how to do this. It's a game, you know? And he would show me how to play chess during lunchtime. And I was like, this is so sick, you know? And thank God he was a good teacher, because there could have been a teacher that was messed up and not have the patience to show somebody how to do this the right way, right? And be like in an attitude with somebody. But he actually took the time. He was being nice and presenting all the pieces to me, how to move correctly and in a good manner, you know, not like with an attitude. Because trust me, I had a lot of teachers, and for the most part, since middle school and high school, you get 6 teachers each year. A good amount of them were bad, you know. And this was only one teacher, and I had him the whole day. I lucked out because he was a good teacher, you know. Yeah, that's why. It's an amazing memory off of my end. So I did that. We were playing already throughout like the whole year. He always beat me, by the way, because I was still trying to get into it, you know, like figure out the moves, specifically how to corner him and try to beat him at his own game, you know. And so I only beat him one time, guys. I'm gonna show you guys right here, right now, how I did it. Just the last moves. I only remember the structure of it because it was so vivid. I remember that part. I'm gonna show you guys right. Look at this iPhone camera. This was literally the layout plus more pieces. I just don't remember where those other pieces were, but for sure my rook was on this corner, which is my corner, and this is his side right here. This was his setup. He had 3 pawns, right? And I was like, hey, your castle can move right here, right? Do the little slide all the way, pointed in this direction, and that's checkmate. Look at that. He couldn't even move anywhere, literally to the left or to the right. He couldn't even move forward because his own pawns were blocking him. So he literally died right there. See? And if you like that video right there, go to like, share, subscribe. Let's try it.